So importing a drone into Trinidad and Tobago could be a very confusing and frustrating process, especially if you don't have the right information. So in this video, I'm going to go over all of the information that you need to know to get your drone imported legally into Trinidad and Tobago. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the organization that you're going to have to deal with when it comes to getting your drone imported into the country. And that organization is the Telecommunications Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, or TATT. Now, TATT is the organization that is responsible for governing and managing radio communications in Trinidad and Tobago. So think of them like your local FCC. And because drones use radio communications in order to control and operate and that kind of thing, TATT is the one who is responsible for giving approval for drones to be allowed to enter the country. In order for you to get your drone past customs in Trinidad and Tobago, you are going to need a non-objection letter issued by TATT that you have to show to customs once the drone arrives at customs to be able to get the drone cleared. Now, once the drone is cleared, the governing of how the drone is allowed to operate and where and permissions and that sort of thing is controlled by civil aviation, but we're not going to get into civil aviation in this video. This is just for the process of getting your drone imported. Now, how TATT manages this? So they've separated the drones into 3 categories, and each category has its own requirements to get the non-objection letter. Now, the 3 categories are drones under 250 grams, drones between 250 and 750 grams, and drones that are over 750 grams. And each of these categories has its own set of requirements to get the non-objection letter. Now, first off, how do you find out the weight of your drone? And that's a simple process. All you basically need to do is go onto the website of the manufacturer, click on the specific model of the drone, and under the drone specifications, they should have the weight of the drone listed. And once you have that, you know which category you fall into, so you'll know which set of requirements you need to fulfill in order to get your letter. So, first category, drones under 250 grams. And using DJI, the most popular drone maker in the world, some of these drone models that fall under the 250 gram category would be the Mini 5 Pro, the Mini 4 Pro, the DJI Neo, the Neo 2, and the DJI Flip. So, you're looking along those lines of drones would be drones that fall under the 250 gram category. So for drones under 250 grams, you are required to submit an N1 form, which is an approval of radio communications equipment for import form, along with a copy of your identification. So where do you get this form? So on TATT's website, there's a portal that you can download the form. It's PDF, it's fillable. Once you complete it, you can submit it via email. They also have an online portal to submit this form. You can also drop it in person and at TATT office. They have one in Barataria and they have one in Tobago. So you have a couple options to get the form submitted and completed. And it's a simple form. There's not a lot of requirements, especially for the 250 gram category, under 250 gram category. So the process is pretty straightforward. And once TATT doesn't require any other additional information from you, you should get your form that you can give to customs that you clear the drone and get imported into the country. So that's the process. Oh, and I will leave a link in the description for the website that you can find and submit the form. So moving on to the next category, we have drones between 250 and 750 grams. And some of these drones that fall into this category, again, using DJI, would be the Air series of drones. So we're looking at the Air 3S, the Air 3, the Air 2S. Those basically are the kind of drones that you're looking at that would fall in the 250 to 750 gram category. Right, so before we continue with this video, in the process of editing, I realized that I left one of the requirements out. So in this category, or before we continue with this category, that is the 250 to 750 gram category, all the requirements that you're going to see in a minute are still correct. But in addition to those, you are going to have to pay a $120 TT fee. So again, 250 to 750 category to get the non-objection letter from TATT. In addition to all the requirements that you're going to see in a little bit, there's also a TT $120 fee, or a 120 TT dollar fee. All right, now back onto the video. Now for this category, similarly to the under and 250 gram category, you're filling out the same N1 approval form. Again, link to the form and the page in the description, along with a copy of your ID. And in addition to that, you're going to have to put in the serial number on the form, serial number of the drone on the form. So this one is very similar to the under and 250 grams, with the only difference being you're going to need to put the serial number of the drone onto this form as well. And same ways to submit: email, in person, and via the link that I'll put in the description. And there you have it for between 250 and 750. Now, the last category, which is drones over 750 grams. We're looking at, let's say, the Mavic series, the Inspire series, the Matrice series, so that's the M300, the M400, anything in the agricultural line, that's the Agras, so the T50, the T100, T30, anything in the DJI delivery series, so any of the flycart models as well. All of these models fall into the drones over 750 grams. And this category has a few more requirements that you would need to fulfill in order to get the approval from TATT. So starting just like the others, you're completing the N1 application form along with a copy of your ID. You're providing the serial number of the drone, putting that in the form as well. Now, after that, you're also going to need to prepare a letter to the CEO of TATT detailing the intended use of the drone, including the weight in grams, total takeoff weight in grams of the drone as with the battery installed. You're also going to have to state whether it's for commercial or private use in the letter. So you're also going to have to get either a police certificate of character from the TTPS, which is our local police service here in Trinidad, or a letter of non-objection from the TTPS. So if you live in Trinidad, you can go to your nearest police station and request a certificate of character. There's a process for that, of course, but you do that in Trinidad. If outside of Trinidad, if you can get a certificate of character from your local police service, I believe they will accept that. If not, you will have to get a letter of non-objection from our TTPS, and you have to request that via email. And they have their own requirements, which I am not, I can't say exactly what they are this time, but you can write to them to get that done if you can't get your own certificate of character from your local police service. In addition to that, you'll also be required to pay a one-time registration fee of 120 TT dollars. And you have several options for this payment as well. You can reach out to TATT and they will send you a link for the online payment. You can do a direct bank transfer, or you can walk into the office and pay via check the $120 fee. So just to recap that, for drones over 750 grams, so again, Mavic series, Inspire series, Matrice series, Agras, Flycart, anything that fits into those categories, you would need to complete the N1 application form, provide the serial number for the drone on the application form, do a letter to the CEO detailing the intended use of the drone with the weight in grams, total takeoff weight in grams, whether it's for private or commercial use, and provide your certificate of character or letter of non-objection from the TTPS, and you will also be required to pay a one-time registration fee of 120 TT dollars. And that is the process for getting your non-objection letter to import a drone into Trinidad and Tobago. I hope I made the process simple enough. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. And until the next video, take care.